Hello. Hey y'all, it's me, Eika, here today, your friendly neighborhood medium, artist, and oracle, here to show y'all something that I made. I made my own oracle deck called the Kitchen Oracle, and it is a deck that I made out of, let me see, I got it flipped upside down, out of, let's see, things that are in your kitchen. I wanted to make a very relatable deck, right? Like, especially coming from a Christian background, like tarot readings before, girl, that's the devil, right? But I do believe in the practice of like divination and going to an oracle or whatever to get some insight and clarity around your life. And so I wanted to make a deck, or when I had the idea to make the Kitchen Oracle, I instantly was like blown away by the idea of creating a deck that is much more, it's less woo woo and less spooky. Like, you don't have to, like, you know, because some tarot decks will have like pictures of like the devil or some tragic things happening, and you know that can be very, very scary to people. I absolutely understand. So I was happy to like think of the idea of the Kitchen Oracle with just things that are in the more common Western US household kitchens, and that way it's less spooky, less woo, and just more relatable. You know, it's easier to touch, and then, like, you know, maybe these things will have like this kind of significance. So yeah, I created this deck out of it, and I'll be walking through it. I'll go through each card in just a little bit, but I wanted y'all to see my face before I did it. And then at the very end of this video, I'll do a pick a card, a very short pick a card message on just the general, just the general. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. Just the general pick a card. And yeah, we'll use the Oracle deck, and you can see how it, you know, you can work with it then. And then, yeah, I don't know what's going to be the outcome of this deck. I am not pressed on like creating it for use elsewhere, but if someone else wants to take that project on and collab with me on it, I'm okay with that. I just don't particularly want to move through that process. But I've been talking about Kitchen Oracle for about a year and a half now, so at least, at the very least, you can see it more up close here. In the videos that I have previously on this channel, I've already used it, so it's kind of been flashing. It's been making an appearance here and there. But here is a more up close personal walkthrough on my baby deck. I don't want to say it that way because it's going to sound weird, but my baby oracle deck, Kitchen Oracle. So hey y'all, this is the Kitchen Oracle walkthrough. Yeah, where we can get up close and personal with my baby. You can see you can see some of my drawings and all of that good stuff. So okay, we got first cake plate. All right, hold on. Hold on. There we go. We got cake plate for recognition, receiving accolades or rewards, status or acknowledgement. What a beautiful cake. Coffee mugs for a symbol of good friendships, kindred spirits, and companionships. Toaster, surprise, shock, something unexpected. I feel like that one was just, when it came to me, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Dutch oven, one of my favorite things to cook out of. Soups especially. Empathy, compassion, and understanding. Which, yeah. Since I like to cook soups out of that, I felt like compassion and empathy was Absolutely what I felt coming from the Dutch oven. Dining table for gatherings, reunions, family, kin matters, togetherness, and kindred spirits, or just, kindred relations. Silverware, using what you got to get what you need. Another word for this too can be resourcefulness. Ice water for relax, release control, allow things to be resolved on their own. I think that was like one of the first ones I drew. Then we have glass of water for cooling your head, calm down, and clarity comes when you're calm. You can kind of tell I did these all at different times because the way that I wrote the text is different. But okay. Microwave for a quick turnaround of events for better or worse. Plate for attend to your responsibilities, keep your word, have integrity. Groceries. Look at that. That picture. I was honestly, this is the one that I was like, okay, I can create this whole deck. 'Cause this was one of the first ones that I created too. But anyway, groceries for nourishment, indulgence, and an essential need being met. Ladle for consider a trusted mentor or elder for guidance. Kitchen towel for small mishaps or inconveniences that can be easily fixed. Right, like, don't that just seem so perfect? Toothpick for pay attention to the details, get more information, and ask further questions. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust my leg. Okay. Mason jar for a symbol of reliability, faithfulness, and great devotion. Kitchen timer for pay attention to the timing of events, and time management is key. Wine glass for release the need to be involved and take a step back to see the bigger picture. It's like passiveness with the wine glass. Straw for focus and remove any unnecessary distractions. Ice cream scoop for sweet relief, rest, and relaxation. Fridge for keeping up with keeping up with order and proper management of resources, time, and energy. This is one of my favorite cards, but it's to really understand what it means, it has to be kind of like used in a reading. But yeah, it holds such a good message for me. But yes, chef's knife, a discussion, negotiation, talking it through, or confrontation. Greater for the tough process of forgiveness, offering apologies, making amends, and changing hurtful behavior. This one took so many tries to draw, and I settled on this one, but I wasted so many cards trying to draw greater. But again, one of my favorite cards. When it came to me, I was like, oh, the spirits want to make sure that this is something that gets focused on whenever it comes up. Colander for sharing your knowledge, ideas, or thoughts with someone. Cleaver, cutting deep ties and problem solving for dense conflict. Now, I don't typically see cleavers in like typical kitchens. People don't typically use this unless you're like cutting big, through big bones and things like that. But I felt like it still deserved to be. It like came up. It deserved to still be shared. Dish soap for success, victory, and accomplishment. Cast iron skillet for strong warrior-like protection surround you. and anger and ferocity are your companions. Man, and that's, honestly, that's homage to Harriet Tubman, I'm not gonna lie. Whisk for mixing things up, trying a different or alternative method, or breaking down and rearranging the process for a new variation. So many ways to say that, but I feel like all of them deserve to be on the card. Cookie sheet for heartfelt moments, bonding with someone special, connections, and relationships. Get the little heart cookies on there. I feel like that needed needed to be highlighted. Trash can for time to clean up your physical space and get rid of things you don't need. Look, I tried to do a little background on some of these, but it ain't, I ain't commit to it. But anyway, bowl for home, comfort, safety, and belonging. And for you are being held through your circumstances. I love when this message comes up for me, honestly. I love it, but sometimes I'll be like, I don't feel like that. All right, coffee pot for stay alert to signs and synchronicities. Teapot for remembering deceased loved ones. Yeah, this card was very special. I was like, really, y'all want me to put this in here? I wanted to take the woo-woo, the scariness out of it, but there's nothing scary about your deceased loved one, so this card deserves to be in here. Teacup for happy times, cheerfulness, satisfaction, and love is in the air. Deep freezer. Now this ain't in the kitchen, but it matters. Deep freezer for protect yourself from enemies or antagonism, and know who the enemy is and defend yourself. Butter knife. Now I had a little mess up, but we ride. For the personal deck, we ride. But butter knife for quick and easy solutions to problems and frustrations, and the answer is nearby. Sponge for there's always something new to learn, right? Because you soak up things like a sponge. I don't know. Actually, I do know. Cabinets, things waiting to be discovered. Oven mitts for handle with care and caution. Because sometimes you just need to know that about a certain situation. Handle it with care and caution. Cake spatula for glamour, presentation, appearance, and dressing to your best. Spoons for honoring your capacity, prioritize the necessities, and acknowledge your care needs. Pots and pans for chaos, commotion, confusion, and drama. Glass bowl for preparation, planning ahead, or laying out the groundwork. Another way that I like to look at this card too is if you are into this, it is for ritual work. I didn't put it on here, but for my personal notes, that is also associated with this card. Oven for give things time to come together, slower but steady results. Patience, and for patience will give you what you need. Stovetop, cooking up something good. Alchemy, active work, hard work soon paying off. Ice, for something is on hold. Blockages, obstacles deterring success, and wait before taking action. I hate when I get this card, but it be so for real. It'd be like, dang, I'm so impatient. But I hate when I get this card, but it'd be like, it's necessary to know when a situation has this kind of thing going on. Spice rack for ancestors or spirits giving you a message, ritual, or recipe to help you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be ancestors or spirits, but I do like to think of this card when it's like, you kind of get that intuition about something, or you know, you get that intuitive message or ritual or recipe to help you, not necessarily like someone has to give it to you, though it could come from a person. But yeah, it's still kind of like an intuitive movement that is happening. Fork for incoming message, or someone needs to tell you something. Tupperware for gossip. Tupperware for gossip, sharing stories, or spreading the word. You know, because you be giving, you get that Tupperware away, that's with your folks that you be talking to. Okay, anyway. Teaspoon for be mindful of your health and wellness. Dirty dishes for tension, arguments, turmoil, conflict that needs to be addressed. Cooking spoon for a taste of something good to come. There was a moment where I was going to change this to like just a taste of something to come, but I felt like it needed to stay as something good to come. And I love when this card comes up, because I be like, thank you. Especially like when I be like needing it, like thank you. Can opener for take a look into the past, memories, and remembering. Pot with a lid, which kind of looks like a Dutch oven, but in my house there's two different kinds. There's a Dutch oven and then there's pots with lids. Okay, so this is take cover, introspection, and retreat only with those you trust. Rolling pin for travel, journey, movement, activities, and action is also something else that I usually see with this card when it comes up. Frying pan for your spirit team is ready to assist you. And again, this is like kind of like Spice Rack, where it doesn't necessarily need to be spirits, but for my own personal deck, and because I work with spirits a lot, you know, it is what it is. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily have to be spirits. It can be people moving with your, you know, your spirits moving people in your life to help you, or moving, you know, a situation, or animals or plants, whoever, you know, to help you at whenever this card comes up. These are champagne flutes, not wine flutes, but we still carry on. Okay, so champagne flutes for have fun, enjoyment, and celebration. Spatula for enacting dramatic change, having charge and conviction, and standing up for what you believe in. Apron. I haven't seen this card in a while, so I kind of forgot it was here. Apron, where a cloak of protection and support surrounds you. Lean into it. Now, a lot of people don't even cook with aprons anymore, but again, like, it needed to be here. Tongs, for you have the upper hand or ability to influence the situation. Cutting board, for wisdom, insight, and good judgment. Bread box, for needing to keep a secret, keep it to yourself, or withholding information. Now this is also a love-hate card, because if you like, who's keeping secrets from you? But sometimes this card reminds me and teaches me that sometimes withholding information, or not necessarily being deceitful, but keeping things to yourself is a good practice to have in certain situations. You know, people get to have their secrets is also another thing that I always am reminded of with that card, that people get to have their sense of privacy. Kitchen sink, for time for a cleanse, keeping up with personal hygiene. Again, one of my favorite cards, because spirits be really wanting to be on me and others about personal hygiene and what that looks like. Lids for lies, deception, sneakiness, unhelpful energy, or people. Okay, so that's why we didn't need bread box to be all about deceit, because lids already had it covered. Salt and pepper shakers, extraordinary miracles or happenings. And our last one, measuring spoons, for it's the small things, and each step makes up the big picture, and give credit to the mundane. All right, so that's what I have so far. Like I said, I've been thinking of other things to add to this deck, like a crock pot came to me. A spill keeps coming to me, like to do one about spill. But when I update it, I will share that. I will share that with this deck. But I hope that for now you all enjoyed what I have so far. I really do love the Kitchen Oracle deck. Now stay along with me and we'll get into a pick a card reading in just a little bit with the Kitchen Oracle deck. All right, y'all. Hey, welcome to the pick a card reading with my Kitchen Oracle. These are going to be very general, very quick, little insight messages. I was going to bring another deck along, but then I was like, or another set of cards along, and then I was like, nope, we're just going to stick to this. We're going to highlight the power of the Kitchen Oracle. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do that with the pick of cards. We got 3 piles to choose from, and each one is highlighted by a different bag clip. Surprisingly enough, even though a bag clip is a kitchen item, I didn't add it in my deck. I didn't add it in my Kitchen Oracle, so it was a perfect thing to use to be able to show you, to help you all choose a pile for yourself. So for chapter 1, we have the orange bag clip. For chapter 2, we have the blue bag clip. And then for chapter 3, we have the green bag clip. Now you can choose by color, you can choose by the number of the pile, you can choose more than one, all 3 at different times of your life, whatever floats your boat. And if you get there and you're like, this is not for me, that is okay. There are other videos that I have on the channel that might be for you, or I may not just be the reader for you, and that is okay as well. So you can use this kind of pick a pile just to be nosy or just to, get whatever insight you may need at this moment of time. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, if you need more time to choose, just pause the video. But other than that, you all, I will meet you at your pile. Okay, chapter 1, this is your stop. Pile 1, that's it. Cards 1. If you chose the orange back clip, this is your pile. Okay. And again, very general messages. Let me shuffle these because I don't think I shuffled them earlier. For whatever you need, pile 1. Let it come out. Let it be fruitful for your life at this time. Let me shuffle some more. I'm kind of struggling shuffling and looking at the camera. Plus, these are a little stiff. Okay, I'm going to take that since it fell out. I'll get 2 more. Okay. I didn't mean to flip that. So that wanted to come out that way. I didn't mean to. I was doing that mindlessly. Okay, so for the first card, you have, my goodness. Okay, it'll focus all the way back here, and I'm not going to adjust the lens right now. But you have can opener for the first card that came out, right? Which is take a look into the past, memories, and remembering. Then you have toaster, which is surprise, shock, something unexpected. Okay, I'm going to clarify on this in just a minute, but something that I was thinking of when these first came out, I am going to adjust this lens. All right, that's a little better. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all. Yeah, it's a little off kilter now, but whatever. All right, so the first thing that was coming up was with can opener. Now, when I added this card to this deck, I was like, one, I'm not going to be able to pick this up off his floor. Lord. Anyway, when I first created this card in the deck, um, and then other cards that I have that speak of looking into the past, I always get a little frustrated with these kinds of cards, to be honest, because I'll be like, the past is so vast. Do you want me to look at my history? Do you want me to look at, the history of my area? Like, like the past is large, is what I'm trying to say. And, this doesn't necessarily tell you which memories to look at, but I do think, well, as I was going through this frustration, this card was like, helping me to see it in a different way, which is to just do some reflection. You know what I'm saying? And, I hear for some of you all may have like, I want to say, like, oh my gosh, Jimmy Neutron, like brain blast, right? Or like, some That's So Raven kind of situation where it's like your brain will kind of just randomly remember something that happened. And it doesn't have to be like triggered by something or anything. Like it doesn't have to be like a smell or something. It'll just be like, certain past memories will drop into your brain. Um yeah, let me adjust my leg really quick. Ooh, ciao. Sitting on the floor is something else. But yeah, it's like uh what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, like you'll have those kind of like things that just pop into your mind, and I kind of see, I don't necessarily get that you need to reflect on it, but I kind of just get that this is something that just happens. And whenever it happens with toaster right here, it's like it's kind of like random. It's not expected. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it was triggered by anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you wrote past something. It was like, oh, I remember this place. It's kind of like it comes at you. It just kind of comes into your brain. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's something that needs to be, you needed to know that that's important. If you have the kind of mind that does that, maybe that's important for some reason. And that's why I'm going to get some more kitchen oracles to see. But like the importance of that. But okay. Okay. So you got tongs, which is you have the upper hand or ability to influence the situation, and then apron, which is a cloak of protection and support surrounds you. Lean into it. So I feel like whatever is coming up through this like channel that you have to the past, right, where these things come up in your mind. I feel like in some ways they can help you in whatever the present situation is, right? It can be helpful to you um, to remember, which is something else that I always, well, that is like a beautiful message within the can opener that I've been coming across as like this card keeps coming out to me, right? Which is like, I think for the last few days, this was my card of the day. And just the act of remembering, right? The act of remembering, but like how important it is in a way, because I don't know, at least for me, it's like, wow, man, I've lived a life, like I'm 30 years old now, telling y'all just outright. And 30 years ain't the longest of time, but I've accumulated and gathered some memories. I've gathered some, things in my belt, okay? I've gathered some lessons and not so lessons and just experiences like, and as we're still moving on in life and still growing and things like that, sometimes, you know, we kind of forget like the in between details, or we forget certain life events. Like I was just thinking about somebody that I knew back in like middle school. And I was like, dang, I didn't think about that person forever. Honestly, I had a dream last night where someone from high school was in it. And I was like, I ain't seen this person in forever. But, and seeing them in my dream, I kind of remembered other things, other experiences that I've had with that person. So I just feel like the act of remembering for you, Pile 1, is very important. The act of the act of remembering is very important to. And the reason why I laugh is because man, history is so important. I ain't trying to go on this rant right now. I'm probably like, too edibled up. But history is so important, and taking note of our history, taking note of our experiences can be a very important practice, for us, right? Again, the act of and the act of remembering is just so important. I feel like that's kind of something that wants to come through for you, chapter 1. So, but yeah, in that remembering with you, with whatever you remember, I feel like it is also added protection for you, right? I think maybe, sometimes people will say to not repeat the past, but to continue on in your life with I guess kind of like how apron is kind of coming to me right now, right? With the cloak of protection and support that surrounds you, right? Like that. I don't know, in my mind I'm seeing like you being covered by the past or being covered by your experiences, right? I feel like maybe for you, Pile 1, like your experiences in life has truly made you wiser or more capable of dealing with things now than maybe you were in those past situations. Or like they give you better footing to gain new experiences, things that you haven't done before, right? Like I said, I'm 30 and I've lived a life, but there's still so much more that I can do and live. And now, kind of taking some of your juice, Pile 1, I'm like, I really do feel like, whatever comes at me in life from this point forward, I don't know. I want to say I'm grateful, but I am also walking with what has been, in a way. I don't know if that's going to sound too poetic, but that's just what I get. Okay. And I know Pile 1 always throws me for a loop because you always get so spiritual on me so quickly and so poetic on me. And I'd be like, I hope some of this makes sense. Okay. I hope that some of it makes sense. But like I said, I feel like, yeah, those memories and those things kind of give you the upper hand or the ability to influence whatever situations that face your life right now. And if I would have looked at this card earlier, then maybe I would have just said that that way instead of being so romantic. But yeah, Pile 1, I think that is, wow, what a way to start off these pick a cards. But yeah, I don't know. Do I want to leave it here or here? We'll cut the deck. And then just one last message for you, Pile 1, because I think I said all I needed to say around these things. But yeah, here we go with coffee pot. Stay alert to signs and synchronicities. And I think that's really cool and really important for you. Again, with this act of remembering from can opener, because the past, present, and future, at least in my worldview, kind of mix and mesh together. And maybe that's that, or maybe this is just a whole nother thing, right? With staying alert to signs and synchronicities, right? Just pay attention to what's going on in your life and maybe how it speaks to the past, how it speaks to the future, and how it's all speaking to each other. Okay? And with that, that is all, Pile 1. If you would like to work with me more one-on-one within these like pick a cards, or you want to kind of get like in a conversation with me, please feel free to do so in the description box. That has all of the information where you can contact me and we can do a pay what you can, divination, insight, and all of that good stuff for you. Um, and let me know the things that you're remembering. Let me know really how important the things are from the past that come to you. Let me know if that's an ability that you have that I spoke about earlier. Okay, down in the comments or in the strawberry letter in the description box. Okay, all right, y'all, I'll see y'all later. All right, my pile 2. Okay, y'all may hear a little background noises. my people outside doing yard work. But I'm trying to get this done, okay? So yeah, if you chose pile 2 or you chose the blue clip, this is absolutely your stop. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get into it. These are general quick messages, whatever you need to hear right now, whatever it is that you could use or take with you throughout your day, your moment, your situation, your week. However you want to do it is good with me, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle these. Anything that pile 2, any of y'all who chose pile 2 will need to know, my lord. Okay, I'm gonna take them on. We're gonna be done. All right. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna start off with what came on the floor first, and then we'll kind of go through this pile. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. But we got spoons, which is honor your capacity, prioritize the necessity, and acknowledge your care needs, okay? I'm feeling like, I'm gonna just look at these because it may come up however it wants to get thrown out. Okay, I'm gonna go through them. I just had to see how they wanted to lay out, okay, because a lot came out at once. So we had spoons at the bottom, and then we had kitchen towel, which is small mishaps or inconveniences that can be easily fixed. And then we have mason jar for a symbol of reliability, faithfulness, and great devotion. Toothpick for pay attention to the details, get more information, ask further questions. Trash can for time to clean up your physical space and get rid of things that you don't need. Lord Jesus. Pots and pans for chaos, commotion, confusion, and drama. Kitchen timer for pay attention to the timing of events. Time management is key. And the fact that I feel like reading all of that to y'all, I'm gonna get into the messages that was coming up, okay? For pile 2, this is my pile who has a lot going on. I feel like I have to talk to you in other pick of cards, okay? So let me know if y'all finding some connections. But it's like pile 2, I feel like y'all have a lot going on. Okay, you have a lot going on. I feel like maybe y'all are getting so caught up in the details. Y'all are getting so caught up in doing all of the things and doing all of the things right. Yes, okay. That was okay. I was like, I don't know how this is going to connect together because these are so many cards, but then it just came to me. But it's just like y'all are trying so hard to connect all of the dots, get all of the missing pieces, get all of the pieces together. And I feel like you're a bit overwhelmed, pile 2. You're a bit overwhelmed, okay? And I feel like maybe pile 2, y'all are a bit of perfectionists, okay? And why is it always pile 2 also who gets like the mean streak in me, like where I feel, well, in the last pick a card I did, that was, or another pick a card I did, it was like I got a little I felt like little more blunt than usual. But yeah, for pile 2, you have a lot going on. Perfectionism is a thing here. And also, like, life is not perfect. So I feel like, and you're trying so hard to do everything correct. And I feel like maybe you're feeling like you're on a time crunch with a lot of things in your life right now. Like, trying to do everything on time and at top quality is causing a lot of mistakes. It's causing a lot of, like, it's causing a lot of inconveniences. That's what I kind of see with napkin, right? Small mishaps or inconveniences that can be easily fixed, right? They're not necessarily big. They're not necessarily blocking your things, but it's just like, I feel like it is a lot kind of moving around. And I can get that with pots and pans also, with chaos, commotion, confusion, and drama. I feel like it's just, you're keeping up with too many parts of too many things, or maybe too many parts of a certain thing. trying to be perfect, trying to make sure that it is that you keep up with whatever goal that you set, whatever, because that's what I get with mason jar too, a symbol of reliability, faithfulness, and great devotion. Like you're trying to give everything your best effort and A plus 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 work. Okay, pile one. But I feel like that's just very much so overwhelming you. I feel like these cards are all coming out here to say you're overwhelmed and we see you. We see you. And you just kind of need to cut some things back. I ain't saying cut some things all the way, but if you can figure out different ways to manage your workload or different ways to, deal with whatever it is that you can. I feel like trash can is a message here for that, right? To clean up some stuff. Also to, I've said this in a different one, but to get to, sorry y'all, I had to pause the recording because the dog was coming through. But yeah, y'all need to find different ways to manage all of the things that y'all have going on. And I feel like part of that with trash can is to clean up your physical space, right? You may need to organize some things around. You may need to, um, yeah, you may need to organize some things around. You may need to kind of, throw some things out that you really don't need. That's also kind of overwhelming your plate, overwhelming your workload, right? But also there's this message that's coming through. This is a blunt message that's coming through, right? With you, pile two, where it's like, trying to be perfect, striving for the best. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, working so hard to be perfect when life isn't perfect. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that aspect, right? Where life is not perfect. For you about to, maybe that's something some of y'all need to hear. Like, life is not perfect. Everything isn't going to always happen to perfection and divine perfection and things like that. Life can be much, 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 much more messier than that. And I think that if the message within this as well is like with, let me see, where did it go? Oh, with spoons coming out first, right? With honoring your capacity and prioritizing the necessities, right? This message specifically around prioritizing the necessities, prioritizing what it is that you need will give you, like, better direction on how to organize whatever it is that you need to organize, or to kind of like, take some of that workload off of your plate, pile two. Okay, so that you're not so overwhelmed. I'm going to see if there's anything else that wants to be said from here, but I really feel like that was probably, I thought this was going to be longer because this was a lot of cards that came out, but I felt like it was all very straight to the point. Okay. Um, but yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. I want to say that to you, pile two. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't get too overwhelmed or don't get too occupied with the little things. I don't want to say the little things as if they're not important, but I mean like the details. Don't get too caught up in the details, like getting every little crevice and cranny. Like right now, like that can wait. Okay, that can go on the back burner for now. Nothing is going to crash and burn if it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is going to, you know, nothing, the worst is not going to happen, especially if alongside that you are honoring what your capacity is right now, right? And then this message too of acknowledging your care needs, like if you prioritize that, like the rest of it will be fine. And you can, and again, with kitchen towel, like these are things that can be easily fixed at any other point. You don't need to prioritize that at the moment, okay? Especially out of perfection, out of just trying to do it all in A plus 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 effort and A plus 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 quality. Like sometimes you get a B, but that's a strong B. And it's a B because it's like, okay, maybe I didn't do A plus plus plus, but I still gave it my all while also caring for other things that I needed to care for in my life. And so, yeah, I hope that was helpful for you, pile 2, and for those of you who chose this blue clip. Um, yeah, I would love for if y'all could just like, share with me how it is that you, I wouldn't say take care of yourself, but what it is that you feel that you need to prioritize more right now in your life, right? What are your care needs? If you want to let me know in the comments, I would honestly really appreciate knowing that, for those of y'all who are just, maybe it'll help you to have it seen and written down somewhere, right? The things that you need to prioritize in your life right now. And even if you want to write the things that maybe the small minor details that you're getting all caught up on. And that's just on me being nosy. That's on me being nosy. Okay. But yeah, no, please let me know about that in the comment section. I will read them and I honestly will reply because I am curious. Okay. I'm curious and I'm a story collector and I like listening to stories and I would love to hear y'all's. If you would like to do, I think right now, as I record this, I am doing, Lord Jesus, that dog threw me all off for a moment. But yeah, I am doing pay what you can, offer what you can, one-on-one 30-minute, I think video divinations insight. It doesn't have to be with the kitchen oracle. You can request that though if you want to. Um or just, if you just want my voice in your ear and you just want my consolation and my loving spirits to just hold you and like love on you for 30 minutes. We have that available for you to book in the description box, not the comment section, the description box, under my Calendly, or you can email me and we can set something up there, or you can use the text line as well. But yeah, pile two. Much love, much love to you. I wish you continued peace. And, I wish that you do well in prioritizing all that you need to at this very moment. And may your life benefit so much from it. All right. See y'all next time. All right. Pile 3. Last but certainly not the least. I tend to have like the most fun in pile 3. To be honest, I'm recognizing that as a pattern. So for real, it's really not the least. So yeah, if you chose pile 3 or if you chose the green bag clip, then of course this is your stop. Yeah, for this kitchen oracle fortune message insight, anything that you need to hear right now. You're gonna be quick about it because I gotta eat. But yeah, for whatever you need in your situation, your life, pile 3. For anyone who chooses this pile at this time or whenever. Messages for you. Y'all a little shy today. Okay. Ooh. Pile 3. I don't know why I had to sound like that, but pile 3, I like it. See, I told you, I have fun in pile 3. I have fun. Okay, so you got bowl for home, comfort, safety, belonging. You're being held through your circumstances. Teacup for happy times, cheerfulness, satisfaction, love is in the air. And then dining table for gatherings, reunions, family, kin matters, togetherness, and kindred. Spirits, companions, relations, whatever. I told you I have fun in pile 3. And it looks like y'all are also having a lot of fun. Okay, whatever you're doing in life right now, you're having a lot of fun. And it's not like it's not only that you're having fun, you're just having real good times. You're having real good times with some loved ones, with some friends. I see it. Like I feel like y'all are just spending some really good moments with people that you care about, with things that you care about. Like you're really, making the most out of your life at this time. And you just feel so pile 3, you just feel like you're just so in like love with life. Like, like I said, you just been spending some time, maybe with others, maybe by yourself, but I kind of see with others with the dining table. I see it with others more than just by yourself, but with someone or something other than yourself that is just where you've just been feeling like, yeah, so loved, so held. So, like, yeah, I don't feel like there's much more I could say about this. I don't even think I'm gonna make it to the 8 minute mark because I think that you know what I'm talking about, pile three. And if you aren't, like, if you don't, maybe this is something that is coming up for you, like now or in the near future, right? Where it's just like you are just with and surrounded and creating memories and happy times and stuff with loved ones that just make you feel loved and safe and comfortable and just what a strong message, pile three. What a strong message. I'm like for real, like tell me, share with me in the for real, share with me in the comments or share with me through my strawberry letter just the what are y'all doing? What gatherings are y'all hosting? What y'all doing? Tell me. I'm nosy. Y'all hosting gatherings? You've been going to a little shindig? What have you been doing around this? Like, cause I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm seeing like little spurts of visions and stuff, right? But yeah, I gotta invite y'all to tell me about this because I'm seeing things in my mind, but I feel it more in my spirit that y'all are just creating some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moments. Things that I'm like, I don't think I can really fathom at this moment. So please share with me in the comments by three. What is it that y'all are doing? I see some of y'all doing like, hustles and stuff with your family. Um, spending time with your parents if that's possible for you. Like spending time, like I'm seeing so many different things. I'm seeing like a reel of things, but I want to know from y'all's mouth, like what is happening from y'all's fingers. I'll see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, we got one last message, which is whisk, which is mix things up, try a different or alternative method, and break down and rearrange the process for a new variation. Hmm. Okay. So whatever it is y'all doing, like I said, I want to know what it is, and it's working for y'all. But also just get with whisk coming out just as a final little ditty bop to wrap this up. There also just feels like a lot of opportunity to create even different experience or alternative experiences for yourself, right? Like if y'all used to go into the movies or like, what I'm saying, maybe you've been doing these things at the movies or I don't know. I don't know. However, that's what I'm saying. Like I had the whole reel in the beginning, so I know this will apply differently for each and every one of you. But like, whatever it is that you're doing, see if you can find ways to switch it up. Okay? Here and there, right? And I think that that'll create even more even more memories and then I hear even more insiders too. Like if yeah, even more insiders, like something that you can hold with you forever. Man, pile three feels so freaking good. Pile three, I don't know. Um, And like I said, if this is not something that is currently present with you, I feel like it's something that is possible within the near future. And when I got whisk, I was like, this could be, even though I'm feeling such great energy and beauty coming from this pile, I do feel a tinge of like, this the I'm like, this message is important for a few different reasons. This could be an important message just to kind of let y'all know, like, where where the spirits and everything is just seeing y'all create these good moments. And then I felt like maybe a few of you, a couple of you, need this message in order to Maybe you're not feeling this per se, like you're feeling kind of some tension or some conflict, and in your familial life, in the people that you're kindred with, right? You're not feeling as comfortable, or you're not feeling like you belong. And maybe this isn't the strongest feeling, but maybe like, you kind of have that kind of thing going on, right? Like where you feel that way in some way or another. And yeah, I'm hearing that, you know, this is a message for you all who feel this way to, just try to create, I hear a game night. Do something, right? Zoom game night, or iMessage games, right? It's like throw something in the pot, to kind of help these good times come together, right? Like I hear like, do something to for the pure joy of it, or laughter of it, you know what I'm saying? Like send a funny meme that relates to everybody. Like I don't know. There's many different things that I see can work in this pile, but I feel like you have the opportunity wherever you are in your life, pile 3, to create these moments. That this is a time, whether or not it is present for you right now, that this is a good time to create moments and to lean into moments of like togetherness and good times with other people. Okay. And creating just a real good sense of safety and belonging for yourself. Okay. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to leave it. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck. I was just moving these cards away. And it's dirty dishes for tension, arguments, turmoil, and conflict that needs to be addressed. Yes. So, for some of you, if you're feeling like you got some tension going on within your familial uh, things, or within people that you care about and love, I feel like that can be very much so easily fixed by just kind of bringing some love and some cheer and some good times a part of it. Okay. So yeah, if any of y'all in pile 3 would like to, be under the sound of my ear, talk further into this, right? Maybe some different methods and solutions specific to you, that could be helpful to create these moments in a personal one-to-one. I do have a pay what you can at the moment, and you can book that in the Calendly in the description box, or you can email me or use the text line. Okay. Or offer what you can. It doesn't have to be money. It can be useful, but offer what you can. If you have any kind of trade or service that we can collaborate and trade on, that is beautiful and beneficial and mutual, then please, um, just fill out the things and we can talk about it moving forward. But yeah, pile 3. It has been such a lovely ride with you all. And until next time.